Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Saturday morning breakfast stream. We are going to play some more Outer Worlds. But more or less on time today. More or less time today. But at least we have me audio. And it's not... I will... my... I don't know, mediocrely tech-savvy brain just cannot fathom why. I don't know, some weeks, OBS says, oh, do you mean the driver for your microphone? I don't know. While I'm fussing about, the tea of the day is the Numi Turmeric Amber Sun. So, I've been kind of on a turmeric kick this week, so here we are. Alright, I guess we have Hola! Tea! Good morning, Danish. Or good afternoon, Danish. I believe it's almost dinner time for you. Hello, Davina. Hello, Mega Terra Nova. Good morning, everyone. Okay, I'm going to keep my flannel buttoned until I'm done with my oatmeal. But we're going to go 3 p.m. Okay, 9 hours. Eventually, I will commit that to memory. So I'm going to keep my... flannel on for a bit, but I got a Xeno t-shirt, a brand new one, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna get stuff on it because we're gonna go see Romulus today. I'm so excited. We're having like a date night. We don't normally go out very often, so I'm super stoked. So yes. All right. Yes, each Saturday stream is 1 week closer to Pirate Majima. I'm super excited. And I am not joking. I'm going to be like, hey bear. Hey bear. Hey bear. No, you're just typing English like most Americans do. Don't worry. If you just like mash your hand against the keyboard, that's pretty much, you know, the standard. Thank you, education system. You've just been streaming for so long that, like, you know, we're rubbing off on you. Oh my goodness. I remember having, like, MTM knows what I'm talking about. MPM. Oh my god. Yeah, see? There we go. The P's right in front of me and I still said it wrong. Okay. So, I have my ads note. Americans remove the U in some words while removing random letters in other words. Yes! That's how we end up with things in California like hecka and hella. Because, like, why not? We also are a little afraid of the letter G, so it's like, I'm doing a thing. I'm going somewhere. Yeah. We're just, yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I got my turmeric tea. No, you used the G. No, it's am I doing right. You probably don't even need, like, the article it. I'm a finest Skidibby toilet on these. Yes, thank you. So, and then I have oatmeal with some bananas. Alright. That's so sick. I like the art so much. Okay. I assume I'm going there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I realized how reliant I am on, like, autocorrect. When I was taking a test, I was like, crap! Important, order. Yeah, that's like, war, yeah, or water. I I think it would be like WOURDER would be like how you say water on the mid-Atlantic area. So like PA, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, it's worder. I turned it off. Too frustrating. Oh no. We just started. Davina's already tired of my shit. Clot form serum. I'm sure that's useful in space, but God, that's... Oh, Philly? Okay, yeah. That is true. That is very true. In my new job, I work with someone who's also from the East Coast, and in some ways, it's kind of a relief not to have to explain some things. Joseph Dempsey. Look at all these NPCs. Oh, that's a pretty nice lineup of all the stuff. That's pretty cool. They look good. It has like Fallout vibes.
Reminds me of Moreau's. Just a bit.
Whoop. Yeah, it's weird how different language can be in one country. Because not only am I from a completely different region, I also grew up in an area that's like has a lot of Pennsylvania Dutch. Parts of my family are Pennsylvania Dutch, which is just it's like a small ethnic group from early German diasporas into the US, and there's like big, kind of, I don't want to say big, but there's definitely clusters in PA and Texas. Yeah, I just like how Old Norse and Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish. Nice. But as I understand it, like, a lot of those languages, like, really diverge from each other, too. But correct me if I'm wrong. It's just so funny. So I'm trying to relearn German, but in some ways it's like learning it for the first time because the German I grew up with is from the 19th century. There are just things that I'm sure just sound really weird to someone who is a native speaker. Like, what are you saying? So, I mean, I know Duo isn't, like, the best way to learn a language, but spelling and pronunciation between the three are different. But if you know one and sit down with the other two, you can easily understand them. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. I appreciate it. I know we've been some of these places, but I kind of just want to talk to, kind of get my feel for the place and probably talk to a few people. Oh, he went away, though. Oh, you can tell that it's been a couple days. Hey! Greetings, employee. Please be sure to report any unauthorized individuals, mechanicals, or sprats that may have wandered into the shipping yard. Shipping manifest. Let's see. Sent her back with Spectrum, enough to drown most of Fallbrook. Payment was a little light. Talk to the boss about it. I'm telling you guys, I want to make, like, cocktail versions of Nanner Spank and Lemon Slap. Because I'm going to have to sit with it for a while and figure it out. Alright. 14 crates of Rizzo's confectionaries and beverages, 3 sets of security armor, 20 stun batons, used, moved to Slug Warehouse. Crew was most likely lost and mistakenly landed in Slug territory. Should their captain return asking about their supplies, act as if you don't know what we're talking about. Rat King, 17 crates, unmarked, 2 canisters of cacao milk. Wait, is that where you get chocolate milk? Is it cacao milk? Oh my goodness. Okay, Danish. So here's a good example. What do you call like Santa Claus? I have a follow-up. Okay. And wraparound paper. All contents moved to shipping yard. Packages placed in container 2443 for safekeeping. Okay, hold on. Oh, where did my notepad go? Okay. So, literally Christmas man. Jula Munden. Okay. So, in modern Germany, you would say Nikolaus most places. So, where I grew up, we have a Santa adjacent character, and we call him Belschnickel. So we have like the skinny, like hobo version of Santa, probably closer to the original like legend of Saint Nicholas. But yeah, we have Belschnickel. So we have Krampus and Belschnickel. Both are favorable for chasing children with switches. So that's a thing. Julemanden. Yeah, Christmas man. I like it. I like it. So I assumed that Munden is like the man part. I don't know. I like how absolutely wild like the Belschnickel lore is. It's so good. Okay. So we now know that there's like crates of stuff. We need heavy ammo terribly. Okay, so nothing in... Oh my gosh, what are these days? So it's just like, I don't know. I think a lot of it is just catching up with like modern words. Oh, that's right, because I kept... Yeah, that's like... This is your official, like, reminder to do shady things. Is that guy just drinking? Is he huffing? What are you doing? Jewel. Or Jewel. It's Christmas. The added E at the end makes the subject associated with Christmas. Mond is Mon. Monden is the man. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you explaining that. Alright, tied to sleeping on the ship is the Grand Colonial 2 grand for your bit cartridge. Enjoy moderate luxury. Buy a bunk. Currently usually is occupied. Oh, there's a waiver. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground is not responsible for any damage incurred by you while you run this unit. Slug does not guarantee the condition of this unit or any amenities therein. Slug does not guarantee this unit is vermin-free. The corpses of any vermin killed by the user, intentionally or otherwise, are property of Slug. Removal of said corpses will be met with a fine of no less than 1,000 bits. So no rat burger for you, I guess. Is this the same? Yes. Oh, you know we're going to be breaking into some units here. Also, Yule comes from the Old Norse Yule, which is Winter Solstice Festival. Oh, okay. That one I do know, but now I get it. Because J is pronounced differently literally everywhere. Is it Jewel? Is it Jules? Is it Yule? It just really depends on where you are. It's one of those letters that can just be what you want it to be sometimes. I used to work with a guy who was like a natural polyglot, and I was so jealous. If you were to make the English J sound in Danish, you'd have to add a D before the J. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually, because it's like, I guess English is a dential, so teeth, so language, like, we do have a lot of really hard consonants. So D is the same as D. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I don't know. Words are cool. Language is cool. But yeah, I used to work with a guy who was like a natural polyglot. Like, he would only have to hear a sentence or two of something, and like his brain just could start to assemble how a language worked. It was very, very neat. Um, yeah. I'm not even going to pretend like I wasn't super jealous, because it was just very neat. We were towards the end of the stream when I was looking at this stuff last week, so now I kind of want to get a little more versed. Like, the name Jake in Danish pronunciation would be Jake. So Jake would be Jake. Okay. That's a great example, thank you. Yes, I also find language fascinating. One of the most interesting books I've ever read was called English with an Accent. I had to read it for a linguistics class, but there were certain elements that really stuck with me, because in some ways, like, language is very performative. But the general idea of the book is that ideas of saying things like, especially because of the era of imperialism, and quite frankly the continuing era of imperialism, that, you know, English is spoken, I mean, obviously in so many places, and it kind of debunks the notion of proper English, because the language is so pervasive. Like, there is no right English. There just isn't. And, you know, assertions that there is a right English, again, because of, you know, imperialism, is just xenophobic. Like, at this point, English kind of belongs to everyone who speaks it. It's just a really interesting way to think about it. And it made me think more and more, like, how the relationship between language and culture, and like, no one owns anything, you know? Oh, that is an open window. Okay, cool. I guess we'll just stick with this, because I don't know if we really need something quite so big. To kind of sum up the difference between the three languages mentioned before, this is a sentence: I can't find my phone anywhere in all three. Je kan ikke find mitt telefon noen steder. Je kan ikke finne telefonen min noe sted. Jeg kan ikke hitte min telefon stop. Okay. So it looks like the nowhere or anywhere is definitely expressed differently. If I'm seeing this correctly. If I'm understanding this correctly. That's really interesting. As far as pronunciation, if people don't speak slow, I cannot understand it generally. Okay, that's fair. Like, the dialect of Spanish I grew up with and mostly recognize is Puerto Rican, but out here it's mostly Mexican. So there are some differences and there are some inflection differences that are definitely significant. Probably swap out the that out. Oh, it's pretty sick looking too. Oh, it's got like a sick handle on it.
Wow, not even a scratch. Not a peep from me.
Oh yeah. I haven't really used the smaller guns, even though that's what my original build included. This is darn accurate. I might like this.
Nicely done.
That is a pretty cool space pistol. Can we go around I don't know if we can go around the other way. It'd be nice if we could, though. It would make this moderately easier. Okay, there are now 2 of them.
What? Thought I... Who's there?
Wait, who am I stuck on again? There we go. Actually, I think it was my game.
I'm jumping at shadows here.
Yeah, you are. Can I shoot through here? That would be... Oh. Okay. Yeah, thank you for sharing all that, Danish. That's really, like, insightful.
Nicely done.
Well, if we're looting, we're looting. Oh, I can't jump up. Wait, can I though? Hold on. No, it won't let me. Oh, that's a bummer. If we're gonna measure in Icelandic, which is the language closest to Old Norse. Oh, wow. Okay, that is definitely different. That is definitely different. I may have screwed up there by taking out those two cards. Do I have to wait for the red triangle to go away? Or do I need to go out the front door and pretend like nothing happened? Well, even if I've made bad choices, we're living with them now.
What? What was that?
Incoming!
Put him in the dirt!
Can I talk to this guy? I guess not. He didn't even see that stuff happen though.
Mr. Vicker! Max! Ah!
Reloading!
All right?
Also, R in Icelandic, Swedish, and Norwegian is rolled, but in Danish it's guttural, coming from the back of the throat. Why they say we speak like we have a potato lodged in the throat. It's okay. Yeah, I cannot roll my R's. I am incapable of it. I practiced. I had a native speaker try to help me. It was literally it just didn't happen. Man, this guy is on his own planet. And this guy's got a crazy walk at animation. Oh, did he have anything cool on his person? Doesn't look like it. Oh, that is not what I thought Black Hole Birdie was going to look like.
What do you want?
I need to ask you a few questions, Mr. Holcomb.
Not so loud. How'd you know it was me?
Do you have any idea how many tossball posters have your face on?
That's what
Is
the
on.
disguise is for. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Incompleto. Wow. You're about as disguised as a sprat in a wig.
Well, they ain't talking to me, at least. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
You'll get no argument from me. And probably not from anyone who's watched you flail around the tossball field like a drunken primal.
Dang, Vicar! I don't care how smart he is, I just care about his alibi.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help?
What were you doing the night Helen died?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked.
Preserved.
Muddled.
That's a great...
Preserved?
I think he means drunk.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Where'd you go?
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
Yep, that explains the cow in the... So the woolly cow on the VIP floor was your doing.
Oh, wow. That's real clever of you to figure out. Helen would have liked you, I'd wager. Say, is the cow okay?
She is probably fine. You got a woolly cow drunk. Woolly cows are not supposed to get drunk.
It was wrong of us. I hope she doesn't have a hangover or nothing. My memory's a
He's
little
kind of
muddled
nice.
after that.
He is a dingus, though.
Guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
I was going to... Ding dong thing is... Yes, absolutely. I was going to say preserved was like a really clever way to like say you got drunk. But then I was thinking, oh, kind of like being pickled. But then I thought it might sound way worse to say I got pickled last night. So we'll stick with preserved. Could anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
And did you find it?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
What'd you do?
Long story short, I got out of there. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Those were so many words I didn't understand. ran like the Rangers were down by 3. That makes sense. And I'd just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone. What kind of idiocracy nonsense is that? Did anyone else see you that night? Think hard. Anyone? Anywhere else?
Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. No one else.
Birdie, come on. Who was it?
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Not having a witness puts you in much bigger trouble.
Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Nope. Thanks, I'll follow up with Auric.
That sounds like a good idea. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Isn't that a beer you're drinking?
Oh, I mean the hard stuff. Beer doesn't count. Anyway, you ought to take Helen's data pad. Maybe you'll have better luck understanding her notes. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried
Both?
for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said.
I vote for
Being
both.
right was Helen's thing.
There's still a gap in your timeline, Birdie. I'm not sure a blackout will cut it.
I know that. But you gotta believe me. I would never hurt Helen, no matter how drunk I was. You could preserve me in Spectrum Brown and I wouldn't even look at her funny. I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it'd be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
All right, Birdie. But if you start threatening witnesses, I'll throw you in jail myself.
I'm not threatening nobody. Gee, you try to help someone out. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need
I
me
don't think
for
that's what that
anything
sentence
else?
implied. I have a few more questions.
What do you want to know?
Why'd you have the mascot pull that little stunt over the recording in Helen's room?
I remember sending her the recording, but... Law, I was halfway to Preserve by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious.
I found the recording. There's nothing incriminating on it.
You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk?
You mainly said that you loved her.
Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards.
Why not? What's it like being a famous tossball player?
Tossball was, is, and always will be the greatest game in the universe. And I would give it up in a heartbeat to have Helen back.
That's enough.
Tossball was, is, and I would give it up.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? What was this thing about?
Could I talk? Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right? It's a real beauty.
I'm gonna go talk to Dash in a second.
Oh, it's you again. What do you want to know?
About Orc West.
Yeah?
Where can I find him?
Auric hangs around the spaceport most days. Since he's not here at the bar, he's most likely over
Buy a
by the
bunk.
buy-a-bunks
Okay.
at the shipping yard.
About Helen.
What about her?
Why did you break up?
I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to drag me into her world. Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? I don't know. I tried to understand, but I don't. Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big, dumb tossball star, right? That's what I'm good at. Rizzo's knows it. The fans know it. Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer than big muscles and a signature black hole stomp. Being with Helen was magic. She was magic. There ain't good enough words for something as special as what we had together.
Aw, that's kind of nice. Did she have any enemies?
Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much about the motion picture industry. Except for Helen's pictures, obviously. Those I probably know by heart. Seen them about 100 times each. What do you want to know? Yeah? Oric's a businessman. He sells stuff you can't get elsewhere. You know, alternative stuff. We're talking sort of science, crockery, whole supplements.
I'm so afraid to ask. What's a whole supplement?
Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call, you know? Maybe there are other options. Maybe I don't take all the accelerators Rizzo's pushes on me.
Maybe I should forget the last one so you don't get in trouble with Rizzo's.
Oh, yeah. I'd appreciate that. Yeah? What do you want to know?
I guess that's all for now. Thank you. Okay, someone hollered at me. Here we go. Dash. What's up, Dash?
Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
I'm not gonna give him my real name. I don't like this guy. I'm Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him.
Dang.
You want to try again?
I'm Adamanda. Sorry to tell you, but Hawthorne's dead. The ship was left to me.
I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me.
I'm listening.
I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay.
What do you need me to do?
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed.
Okay, we did talk to Cassidy.
Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is.
How will she know I'm working with you?
Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend.
Interesting passphrase.
Well, I did, of course. I'm something of a savant when it comes to secret codes, if I do say so myself.
A savant with secret codes. And your phrase is, I like boneless spratwurst. Okay. Sounds good. Couldn't you have avoided this boat if you knew where the cargo was?
Could, but there'd go our plausible deniability. Technically, I don't know about any smuggled cargo, and Cassidy hasn't moved anything herself. If the constable asks, I can't find any contraband cargo, and Cassidy doesn't know how it got here or what's in it.
Sounds good. I'll get going.
Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool side quest. Eddie Padilla. What's up, Eddie?
Haven't seen you around before, but that ain't no problem. All are welcome at the Copper Bottom Cantina, so long as their bits are good, huh? Can I get you something?
Also, hi everyone. Anything interesting happen around here?
Nah. No, but some folks have been saying there was some kind of fight between a
Okay.
mechanical and some spacers last night. I didn't see it myself, and seems far-fetched. Deputy Wine Taster ain't exactly prone to wandering, nor are most other mechanicals that I'm aware of. There's a new Void Dan burn on my nice clean floor, but I think it's the doing of one of my customers.
How's a fellow like you end up bartending?
Yeah, so you notice that I'm a little off kilter, huh? Damn if it ain't been a while. I'm too old to run around anymore, but
Off
in my
kilter,
heyday,
that's a
I
word.
used to play for the Rangers.
What position did you play?
Position? I don't know. Got hit in the melon a lot, so I ain't the best in the memory department. Actually happened so
Such a
often it
good
became a
game.
specialty of mine.
Getting hit with the ball was your specialty?
Yep, Ernest the Bean Padilla, they called me. At least I think that's what they called me. League leader in hit
I'm not
by
Eddie,
serves
Ernie.
2 years in a row. Folks started competing to see how many times they could hit me in a match. Called it quits not long after that. Ain't safe to take that many blows to the head.
So you moved to Eridanos after your playing days ended.
I came out to coach the Rangers during training camp, but after a while I had trouble remembering which player was which. Slug lets me bartend instead of recommending me for early retirement, for which I'm most grateful. I'd hate lying around like a deadbeat.
Sounds like you enjoyed your careers. Don't see a lot of that in Halcyon.
Absolutely. I know things can get rough, but I've had a more decent life than I've had any right to. Thanks for reliving the old days with me. Anyhow, I think I've talked plenty now. Is there something I can get you?
Sure. What do you have for sale? Okay, he only has booze though. Could sell our junk though. Oh, we got a 20% discount. I guess he liked us. What's this? I'm into the short circuit. Let's hold on to that for a moment. Cranial protector. Perfect. Brawny construction. Let's save that. One of our crew members could actually benefit from that, I bet. All right. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like Dash. I think he's setting us up because he can't do the job himself, to be quite frank. Spencer. Okay. We have a couple open quests. Just right here in this area, so.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
I like boneless bratwurst.
Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan?
I'm your mark for item retrieval. Tell me what you know and where I'm going.
You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where.
It's 2443. Small package, brown paper. I already have something like that. Is this it?
It is. Never heard of a freelancer getting a package before it's even asked for.
I have no idea what I stole.
You wouldn't also happen to have the key to my cell, would you? Huh. Figure that would be too convenient. Anyway, next step is bringing that package to Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Arredanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
Okay. One delivery coming up. But first, what'd you get arrested for anyway?
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make.
Is she the one who felt the mechanical?
Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done.
Alright, I've got the cargo. What's next?
No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Arredanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
Alright, one delivery coming up. Is there anyone even in here? Can I close this? Guess you need an actual key card. Yeah, Max, it would actually in fact be quieter if you didn't go really loud. That is so cool. Does this remind anyone else of the game Myst? Because that's the vibe. Man, I don't really want to fuck with a mechanical. Sorry. It's a pocket watch. It's not a key. Okay. We're not risking it for that. So why does the constabulary have a dead body? Spectrum orange. I guess we're just gonna walk out of here. What's up, Home Slice?
Hello. Welcome to Arredanos Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible.
Standard and unremarkable, you say? Okay. I've got a shipment of something for you.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of saltuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector.
I like boneless bratwurst.
Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Arredanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time, for fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind.
I might be investigating Halcyon Helen's death, but I'm no constable. You can trust me.
An independent, huh? Big risk letting you into my sanctum. Though if you're telling the truth, I think it'd be more than worth it. All right. Follow me to the back.
Well, you heard what the man said.
All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it.
I don't know if
Sorry
I know
for the
it.
frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Do I want to know what canid cream is?
Good. A worthy freelancer is hard to find. Since you're in the know, you can access my black market stocks. Though, you'll have to come by later. I'm waiting on my next shipment. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Can I see what's in the box?
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard. Oh, and a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run. Useful stuff.
Nice. Let's see if we can dump some of these. I'm actually just going to sell all of them. We haven't used the Mr. Power in a long time. Or a Mr. Ouch. What is this? Oh, yeah. What's this? We're getting some new mods that are pretty hefty. See if there's something we had a lot of. I'm gonna sell the speed grips. Okay. Keep those. Yeah. All right. Toilet gun? No? Okay. I think it just saved. Interesting. Oh. Oh, okay. I just didn't go far enough before. That's pretty cool. Alright, now I am gonna save. Okay. Turn to dash. Okay. Whee!
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous. Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
I did all the work, and you sat around. You're lucky you're getting anything.
What? That ain't gonna be enough to get Cass out of prison, and it ain't what we agreed to. Ah, shit. Looks like it was wrong to assume you were just like Hawthorne after all. Sure hope I can figure something out to pay Cass's fine.
Yeah, that's okay, you know what? That was really shady. I'll just pay it up. I didn't realize it wasn't gonna let me, like, barter. That's stinky. Oh, that one hurt.
Oh. Thank the law. Should be just enough to get Cass out of her damn cell. I guess breaking even is better than leaving with your partner in the clink. You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could.
I got more XP for that.
Maybe better. Thanks again for all your help.
Okay. Alright, I guess the noble thing was the better thing this time. Meh. Alright, let's look at this map. Check some stuff off our list here.
I don't know what to make of Sublight Underground. Or Slug, I guess. I can't shake the feeling they had something to do with Ms. Helen's death.
Yeah, same.
You got an appointment? Appointment?
No, but I do need to speak with Cedric.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
Can I make it for now?
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
The inspector is here to see Cedric. There will be no other outcome.
Inspector, you said? Well, maybe he'll appreciate your blunt charms. Maybe not. We'll see what he has to say. Mr. Kincannon, got an inspector here demanding to see you. Want me to call the guards?
No, thank you, Eileen. I've been expecting her. Send her up, please.
Make an appointment early next time.
Oh. don't know what I was expecting.
Ah, Inspector. Eileen is my right-hand woman and the finest assistant to ever grace this office. She is also tremendously skilled in causing physical harm. I recommend you do not insult her with any further attempts at intimidation.
Ooh!
Now then, here for my alibi, I assume.
Later. First I want an explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had a run-in with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself. Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Someone's trying to smear your good name.
Well, to smear my name, anyway. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Presumably Ludovico more than anyone, given your work relationship.
You said it, not me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
He seems far too prepared for that.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
And, when you say break...
His spine, specifically. If you'd like to know the exact vertebrae, I'm afraid I don't know. I can tell you he's quite dead. Not that it matters much. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
So your alibi is that you were busy murdering someone else.
Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen's death is a net loss for Slug.
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Anything I should look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What's the connection to Helen's murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
I guess I can't guarantee the theft isn't related to the murder.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
Just no unspeakable mangling in front of me, please.
I would never. Company secrets and all that. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Before I get started.
Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
So, the constable is dead.
Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident?
This was a murder, alright.
It seems murder is becoming an unsettling trend on Eridanos as of late. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer.
You're actually upset about this.
We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Perhaps it will shock you to hear her loss saddens me. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know.
I'm sorry. Constable Keene, she didn't deserve this.
No, she didn't. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention?
I have more questions about Helen.
Very well.
Did you have many dealings with her?
A few. Helen was strangely curious about the private business operations around Eridanos. She said it was role research, but how much business know-how does one actor truly need for an action picture? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking tools. She wanted to buy in bulk.
Interesting. Why did you help her?
Because she paid me to, Inspector.
Fair.
Besides, Helen was enjoyable company. She was confident, resourceful, determined. Not unlike you, now that I consider it.
If you didn't kill her, do you have any idea who'd want her dead?
That is the question, isn't it, Inspector? Tell me, do you really believe Helen's death was a mere crime of passion? Or one of petty career jealousy?
I'm not willing to rule anything out yet.
A smart approach, Inspector. And yet, this murder is bigger than Miss Helen's personal life. Bigger than her latest moving picture.
I think it has to do with the slugs. I'm listening.
Her actions in the time leading up to her death do not align with those of an actor on Eridanos solely to promote Spectrum Brown. Stay sharp, Inspector. Now is not the time to lose focus. Because whoever did kill Helen is not going to come forward so easily. I just might. Your point, Inspector?
I've already made my point.
Yes, I suppose you have. Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around for the grand finale, whenever it comes, whatever shape it takes.
That's all I want to know.
One moment, if you please, Inspector. I've answered your questions. I believe it's my turn to ask you a question now. What, or who, made you decide to investigate me?
You're one of Eridanos' major players. It only makes sense.
Understandable. A man of my standing would naturally be tied up in all this, whether he wishes to be or not. Now then, did you need anything else?
Why does Ludovico hate you so much anyway?
The original incident? I made him an offer he should have refused.
So he regrets doing business with you.
An excellent deduction, Inspector. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added.
How fine a print are we talking?
Still technically visible to the human eye, but only just. You're quite good at this. It was all perfectly legal, too, which irked Lou to no end. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
I have other things to discuss.
Such as?
Gotta go. There are two
Timeline
guns
discrepancy
missing.
detected nearby.
The gun on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Analyze fingerprints.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Of course, obviously.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Interesting. I don't know why I'm so entertained by that 6-pack of beverages. I don't know, there's something very... just like uncomfortably realistic about it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Short-range transmission capabilities. The receiver must be somewhere nearby.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
I assume it's Kincannon or his secretary. Whoever's listening, I'm coming for you.
Ominous threat transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface. 98.3% of the dust particles are less than 500 micrometers in diameter.
Apparently I'm not that smart.
This unit is glad to have been of service, Inspector.
Let's observe the surrounding area.
The area within a 0.5-meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
It's not very dusty then. Must have been placed fairly recently.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Let's go back upstairs. that was so silly.
Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Any clues on who put it here?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
How long has it been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Hostility.
Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
I wonder if it's the smuggling.
Loading. How can this automechanical assist you?
I'm here to look at your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
Disable failsafe?
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
Kill mode. View the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C.
Alright, view the most recently added data log. Skim every 1 to 4 days. What was in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists. Unit entering standby mode. Have a nice day.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I've solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You've got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Somebody bypassed the loading mech security system and rewired them to skim random goods.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the automechs. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The culprit didn't want you to. Or the theft was random, except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Check your pocket.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was. And whoever this device belongs to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
And she used it to research Slug shipments instead.
Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I doubt it was personal.
This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead.
Dang.
Some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground. Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Or maybe you did, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Interesting. Am I dumb? Probably. Nice. And okay. tossball. There's something else up here. Yeah, this one. All right. And away we go. So, let's go talk to the handler next. Oh, do this. Fine. Sometimes it's really hard to target on those, like, it's kind of annoying actually. Mildred.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back.
Yeah, she
Here I
did.
was thinking I'd never see her again.
One malfunctioning mechanical. As promised, she was trying to milk canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
And try to keep an eye on her this time.
Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
Sweets. Alright, actually, let's look at the big map. So the only one that we haven't really... I guess it's because everything's inside, but I feel like we haven't done a lot of investigating at the spaceport. Alright, down we go. I think VIP floor.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
VIP, please.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Alright, I think we're just gonna continue as is. What's up?
You're here. I hope you have the Photon Proto-Distributor, or we're never leaving this damn facility. That was from the Twin Spies. I played a sentient mechanical. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
So why did you want to terrorate bile gland?
What? That damn bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
If the terror gland was an appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it.
Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the terror gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
So you lied about being poisoned.
Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been minimal. Terror glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process.
Why poison her at all?
I was just getting to that. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
This can stay between us for now.
Thank you very much, Inspector. And for what it's worth, I really do hope you find the true murderer.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
Lobby, please.
To the lobby we go.
I am gonna get up and stretch my legs. And then when we come back, we are going to keep just checking off boxes for all of these quests. Hi everyone, I am back. Legs are stretched. Hello, hello. Alright, so let's keep on continuing our murder investigation. There we go. So... Oh. Wait. Was it the VIP floor?
Aha! Always so nice to hear
No?
you, Inspector. I'll get you to your
No,
floor
no
on the
more
double.
goodies. I'm still rocking the same tee.
See Black Hole Birdie. Be sure to get an autograph
Oh
for
my
me.
gosh, I want to slap
Just
her so
joking.
bad.
I've already got one.
So that's not it either. Is it the VIP
Aha! Oh,
penthouse maybe?
next stop, the finest seat in the house.
What am I missing? Oh, Ludovico. That's right. I'm so glad it's getting to be flannel weather. My favorite time of year. Mine too. I am all turned around. Ah, there he is.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
I could, but I'd be lying. She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector.
Is it him?
You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Whoever murdered her used the needler.
The needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Was she important to you?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
I checked her terminal. Why were you tampering with Burbage 3001?
Why were you going through Maria's terminal?
You're clearly bothered. We'll talk about this another time.
Was there anything else?
I've managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Unfortunate, Bertie's something of a character, but he's harmless. I feel bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
His teammates are a bad influence on him. There was this incident with a woolly cow.
Yes, I know about the woolly cow. Constable Keene had Bertie's teammates arrested for unauthorized inebriation of livestock.
Amazing.
Bertie himself was nowhere to be found during the incident. Ironically, if Keene had arrested him, he'd have the perfect alibi. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
By the way, Bertie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. I'll make my report of your investigation into Bertie. Do you have anything else for me?
I've completed my investigation into Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Spencer Woolrich confessed to the crime.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm about to disappoint you. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
Helen was making money for Cedric. I doubt he had a motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ludovico. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
I'll be back.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
That face, though. Okay, I want to go back to the pilot house. No, maybe this isn't it. Where were we? I keep putting my gun away and it's just like, is out anyway. I don't know. By those little apartments, right? Yeah, down here.
I wonder if all these cargo containers are stored here for any legitimate reason. Or just to give Sublight more opportunities for larceny.
Yes. Slug. Slug. Spacer. Freighter. Spacer, spacer, freighter. Hey, these guys.
Thanks for the help.
He may not have, like, murdered her, but he still poisoned her. With, like, actual intent. There's something, like, squelchy nearby. I don't know what it is. Because I have to make a choice. I want to talk to this Ulrich guy still.
Greetings again, my friend. Hope you've been keeping free of the yoke of the law. Within reason, that is. I don't think we killed Ulrich, because I think it would show that we failed the mission if we did that. We might have to look it up. We'll see. I don't know if he has like a schedule, because he sat down by the, like, those apartments, but I thought we checked carefully. There's the constabulary, harbor master, dry goods. That's the way out, a way out. Butt of a robot right there.
Quietly now.
I will put you in the ground.
Well done. We're still alive.
I don't think we found much back here before, right? We found this green room, but I think it's just the, by the time I remember jump for this game, I will be on to something else, I swear. Yeah, just nothing in here. Mr. B is doing some dishes. Have we been in this restricted section? I just want to see if he's a named NPC, that's all. There we go. Or
hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time.
Scars there.
Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno. Something with a little more kick.
Better than beer?
Bold claim, I know. But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
Yeah, I've noticed as much.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
Can I ask you questions about Bertie Holcomb?
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
I'm a freelance inspector. I was brought in for to investigate the death of Halsey and Helen.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
I'm not here to bring any troubles. I just want to talk.
All right, fine. Yeah, I know Bertie. So what?
I heard you taught Bertie some breathing techniques.
Yeah, that was me. Bertie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
How do you know Bertie?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
Vitamin B negative. Did Bertie have a substance problem?
Nah. What Bertie's got is a stress problem. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
What do you mean a tossball does things to the head?
Come on. Bertie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Was Bertie with you the night Halsey and Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Bertie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
Thanks. Okay. Now we have to make some choices. Kind of want to just keep hacking and lockpicking. All right. Well, I think ultimately we have a choice to make. We have to decide who killed Helen. Okay.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Oh, it's definitely been a thing, that's for sure.
Death was the worst part of all this.
What? You don't mean to tell me that it isn't? There's something even worse?
There is. I spent 6,000 bits on a new suit for the unveiling, but now that it's been postponed...
Wow, what an ass. I'm starting to think it was Norval.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double. Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Alright. In case I'm wrong, but I really think it was Norval. But...
Inspector, I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helm?
You did.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
You tampered with the Burbage 3001. You tried to cover your tracks.
There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
I've got data proving that you programmed Burbage to fire on Helen.
You what? Now wait just a minute. That data was acquired illegally.
Evidence is evidence. Come clean, Ludovico.
All right, fine. Let's do this your way. You say I programmed Burbage to fire on Helen. Why? Helen was critical to my operations on Eridanos. I have no reasonable motive.
The investigation is your motive. You're trying to pin the murder on someone else.
I admit, I have been encouraging you to resolve this case as quickly as possible. Helen's death is a stain on our reputation. I don't want it becoming permanent. It wasn't enough that she smile for our cameras and kiss a bottle of Spectrum Brown. No, she had to know what was in it, how it was made, why it was made.
So you lost your nerve. She asked questions and you had to silence her.
Of course I lost my nerve. Helen was going to ruin everything. I don't see any point in continuing this charade.
It had to be someone from the hotel.
I killed Halcyon Helen. I confronted her in the grand ballroom. One blow
I thought
to
you
the
put
back
Norval
of
up
the
to
head.
it.
Burbage finished her off. No cameras, no witnesses, no spoiled actors threatening to undermine the future of Halcyon.
The future of Halcyon? What exactly are you up to?
Spectrum Brown is going to change the face
Yep,
of Halcyon.
it's made out
I'm
of
going
the
to make this
slug
colony
stuff.
smile again. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Huh, I thought you said my services were no longer required.
Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it, someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
So guys, should we help him out, or?
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Whoever is attacking the distillation station is offering us a challenge. I say we accept.
Hell yeah. All hands on.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
It's gotta be Parvati, but... Sorry, Max. Hold on, I think, yeah, Nyoka's gonna have... Alright, so that's my sneak. we're going. Alright. What a weird. Gosh, I love the 3 color clouds. It's so good. Oh, that made me feel weird for a minute there. I guess I'll stick to the little guy. I have so much ammo for it. And precision. Precision is like everything. Oh, I forgot to put my red toppers on. I guess I'll have to do that later. I used to order like you know, a couple pairs of cheap glasses online when I would change prescriptions, just so I would have like cute things to. Oh, here we are.
Great, solid kill.
To make you smile.
Yeah, I think they were taking the extractives from the slugs. I think we all have come to that conclusion that they were taking extractives from the slugs. Yeah, look at this place. It's like somehow way more insidious than Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Gosh, it's actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
Could we access this before? I guess maybe? No? I don't remember. I like all the bubbly stuff. Alright. I hope this is like our big shootout. I really hope so. Look that it holds 27 rounds. Why? It's such a weird number. Aw, that's heckin' cool, and you know it. It's so happy! I have a feeling that this week's thumbnail's Receptionist Embry. Chapter 3. The shriek was all Helen needed, for she cocked back a Hammersmith brand explosive parcel, which she had deftly stolen from the Marauder Armory hours earlier, and hauled it into the monster's mouth. Enjoy it. It's a meal deserving of one such as yourself. And without further hesitation, Helen activated the detonator as the explosion echoed through the room, splattering the walls with blue bits of giant slug. Helen could not help but feel elated. A crippling blow dealt to the enemies of the colony's profit margins. This would not be the last, of course, but whenever there were enemies of the board, she would be there to fight them, and one day she was sure there would no longer be anyone left to threaten the colony's peaceful productivity. The end. Next month's issue will contain the Tossball Terror, or Halfback Henry's greatest and final game. Send 2 bits gratuity to view our free catalog. Gosh, it's like someone is writing her demise. Logs. Rizzo's family, don't forget to smile. Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. Help me, happy, happy, happy. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I don't know, guys. I think this week's thumbnail is just going to be rainbows! Like, look at all of it. Rainbows! Oh, heck yeah. What do you guys think? I'm here for it. Alright. But enough of my shenanigans. Got some toilet guns. There's only been 2 things hidden behind toilets this entire game. That first request by the Vicar, had me hoping that we were just going to be like finding random toilet stuff forever. Kind of like finding a toilet pistol in 7 Days. That must be the exit. Purple berry. I feel like it's weird having candles in this era. Oh, look at that. It's the guy. Okay, this like disco party of a factory. This is great.
They're so polite. Almost makes you forget they're trying to kill us all.
It all starts here at the orchards. Our purple berries are harvested at peak edibility, not flavor. No, edibility, making them a perfect base for our brewing process. Our refined distilling process has been honed by years of experience, not only efficient but highly effective at bringing out the most powerful flavors from our ingredients. After beverages are ready, we bottle them up and ship them out straight to the thirstiest mouths in the colony. Spectrum Brown, a bold and full-bodied spirit with earthy notes and an indescribable savory flavor, dissolving into a hint of brine, culminating in a bitter yet satisfying cocoa-adjacent aftertaste. It'll leave you smiling for days. If you're interested in trying this unique flavor sensation, proceed to the door to your right and follow the path to the tasting room. So this is their product line, huh? Okie dokie. So they make it all, huh? Beyond this door, we hope to make some of your wildest dreams a reality as we give you a peek into the heart of our distillery. You can see it all for yourself, clear as crystal. Please refrain from sharing our secrets with unauthorized solicitors. Let's just keep this special experience between us. Did you know this facility doesn't just distill alcohol? We distill fuel right out of the atmosphere. That special flavor present in every bottle of Rizzo Spectrum vodka also gives our fuel its unique kick. That's what we use. We use the same canisters to brew our beverages and store our raw fuel. That's weird. Welcome to the dystopia. This is very cool. It's so sparkly. Okay, now I know we're supposed to go to the right. But can we go to the left instead?
Make it look so easy.
Feeling we're gonna be fighting a lot, considering the game is giving us a crap ton of ammo to go in. Bits. Yeah, alright. Oh, we get to go into the displays? That's kind of cool. end up needing those for evidence. What is this? Picked up some kind of gun. Lid's been ripped off. Oh, it's a movie set. Probably for commercials. Yeah, there's like a craft services table, basically. Needler! This was a prop. This looks like a prop used during the filming that took place on this set. Not much a weapon. It's too fragile to even pistol whip someone. No, but I'll take these guys. Well, I guess I can take it all. Something tells me it's gonna take a minute for Halcyon Helen's mammogram. Monogram cigarette lighter. This lighter, inscribed with the initials HH, has featured prominently in each of Halcyon Helen's starring roles. Oh, this? It was a gift from an old flame. Ha! Never leave home without it. Never know when it could save your life. Oh, wow. So, like a mock-up from one of her cases? Feeling we're gonna end up robbing this place blind. Whatever, they're all controlled by slugs anyway. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Rum and something. Guess as long as you don't ask what the something is, it's fine. Okay, like, I'm kind of in love with this setup though. It's so fun and it's so colorful. Strikes me as somebody else's nightmare, but you know, here we are. No trespassing. Too late. Oh, there's the set. Oh, it's so neat. It's a seal. Do not disturb while lights are on. Okay. Whatever that coffee-like substance is, it looks very old and stale. Yeah, and we are definitely trespassing. We are... Oh, we're gonna have to go this way. Hold on to your butts.
on the job. We are on the job. Can I take mine to go?
I found a fancy ring. I can't pick up that candy bar, but I could pick up all the others. Okay, maybe not all the others. So how do we get down there? There's another door though, right? That goes to the bar. This goes into the restrooms. And this is the tour. There's gotta be another way. We might just have to jump, because I have no idea how to get out of here. I guess that wasn't it. Okay, that goes somewhere. That doesn't go somewhere. Not sealed. That has to be the exit, I assume. Alright, well... Can I jump? There's an invisible wall. Okay. I can see it. So how do we get there? There's got to be another panel, a lever, a switch, or we have to go outside and around, which seems incredibly silly at this point. Receptionist Embry has nothing. She was reading the last iteration. I must be missing something incredibly obvious. Leftover garbage. Can't even steal that. I gotta think about this for a second. Let's look at a map. So that's... Okay, so that is a dead end. Okay. Well, dang, we must have to go outside and around or something. That's where we came from there. Whoa! Sorry, Nico.
Just wanted to make you smile. Burning me out.
Where is he?
That's the last of them.
Want to be your friend?
Yeah. Weirdos. But weirdos with ammo. Okay. So that takes us back up there.
Great work.
Nice. The music is different. There we go. Yeah, there's this whole other thing here. Ooh. But how do I get there from here? Did I get these before? Nope.
Here we go.
Ew.
Not gonna let no one bring me down.
Love a good fight.
Be your friend.
I was gonna say, some of them have like ingredients. Okay. Wonder if this has something to do with their fuel production.
Deft hands, Captain.
I think I just saw a blip, but I could be wrong. That looks like another door. Could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. Ooh, sparkles.
Nice done.
Yep, there it is. Okay. I'm starting to feel like I had lost my mind. I do like the rainbow fever dream that is this place, though. So I know we need to go in there. I just wanted to look around, see if there's anything else we needed to see. There's some stuff under here. More fancy rings. Careful, I don't want to yeet myself off, the island. There we go. Before we start flipping switches here, we got some cigars. Blood splatter, always a really good sign.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's
The
corpse.
body, though.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I
There's something
hear?
that makes her seem dead.
I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
No, that is a fair question. You want to explain how you're still alive?
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the vaporwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person.
Ooh!
I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
I'm sorry about Belinda.
So am I. I'm sorry I wasn't there for her. I'm sorry I couldn't protect her. Killing the administrator won't bring her back. But it'll feel good.
I have no regrets. I did exactly what I had to do. I'd do it again if it means defending Halcyon's future. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to
Well, I guess that's why I kept avoiding him. He really is a piece of crap. They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way the infected behave.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
I know you killed the Rangers mascot.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
I found him rummaging through your things.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico's side, just like the others. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
You killed Constable Keene? She was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
You've heard enough.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime
Ruth
of bliss
and
and
Belinda.
joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
I'm helping you, Helen, but once we get out of here, I do expect answers.
It's a deal.
The lesser of two evils, I suppose. Let's get...
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Oh, we stealing everything now.
Head through that door. There's another way out.
Ow! That hurt.
There. I've opened that door. Looks like you sealed the door. Try throwing that switch down there. That should get us through. Nice work. We're close to the exit. into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
What's the plan?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy.
There must be some kind of pesticide, benign to humans, lethal to parasites.
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. Clearly a woman of many talents. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
I'll meet you there.
See you soon, Inspector.
I'm glad Miss Helen's alive, but she's hurting on the inside, Captain. Anyone with eyes can see that. I don't know if anybody's told you this, but you got a real gift for inspiring people. When all of this is over, I think Helen might need your help.
We'll talk later. Seeing if there were any notes. I guess I should have assumed that it was like a twin sister situation. I mean, she is like a...
Ew. How do they keep the fountain's juice fresh? Actually, never mind. I don't want to know.
Man, I thought that was going to be the end of the story, but... You're not rupturing crap today. Well, those bodies are gone. Whoopsie. What a turn of events, I'm telling ya. We'll steal that though. Today's special. Yep, no idea. They're probably like little dust piles, and unfortunately I have a hard time finding the dust piles. Oh well. But Nayoka's right. Like, how do they keep all that tidy? That sounds disgusting. Nope. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to do. Repair all. Can't remember. Can you even sprint in this game? I mean, it's a twist. It's definitely like a soap opera level, like, twist, but I'm not mad at it, honestly. There.
Here we go.
Just wanted to make you smile!
Nayoka's pulling out big guns. Absolutely not. I have friends. Dang. That was an ugly creature, by the way. What am I stuck on? I don't know. Actually, let's leave this out. We actually have no idea how wild this is going to be.
So spokesman said that the unveiling would be indefinitely.
I half expected this place to be flooded with infecteds.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector.
She has no clue what's going on.
Your floor on the double.
Penthouse, please.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Alright, and I believe that is where we are going to leave it for next week. Absolutely wild. I loved it. I mean, it's not, it's a very cliche twist, but considering the kind of pulpy nature of not only the game, but also just that genre of film, it's perfect. It's super perfect. So, can't wait to see where it goes from here. But, yeah. Oh, and thank you so much, Vegetariano. But yeah, I think we're really going to enjoy Alien. But alrighty, everyone. I will be back tomorrow morning for more 7 Days to Die, and in the afternoon for more Fallout 3. Yeah, but until next time, everyone, please remember to take care of yourselves and each other. And happy sipping. Have a great Saturday.